There is a movie called Japan Sinks, but what do you think if there were a prophecy of Japan sinking in the Bible? It's hard to believe, but it seems that the Bible is somehow predicting the sinking of Japan. Considering that the contents of the book of Revelation, which is a prophecy of the end of the world, are aligning with the current situation, I believe that the prophecy of Japan sinking will come true in the not-so-distant future. I will provide more information about the indicators later. Tyre is a city located to the north of Israel when you look at the map of the Middle East. However, I believe that Isaiah metaphorically used the name Tyre to prophesy about another place. I will explain the reasons for this later. There is a city called Tyre to north of Israel in the Middle East. However, the conditions described by Isaiah for Tyre do not match, but rather perfectly match the conditions of Japan, which is the most suitable globally. Isaiah chapter 23, verses 8 to 9, in the Bible, there is a passage regarding Tyre that goes as follows: Who planned this against Tyre, the bestower of crowns, whose traders are princes, whose merchants are the honored of the earth? Forbes magazine in 2016, among the top 10 global rankings of trading companies based on market capitalization, Japanese general trading companies, including Mitsubishi Corporation, occupy the top 6 positions. The prophecy concerning Tyre is found in the book of Ezekiel, from chapter 26, verse 1, to chapter 28, verse 19. Here, there are descriptions that bear similarities to contemporary Japan, suggesting the presence of prophecies. In Ezekiel chapter 27 verse 2 to 4, written as Son of Man, take up a lament concerning Tyre. Say to Tyre, situated at the gateway to the sea, merchant of peoples on many coasts, this is what the Sovereign Lord says. You say, Tyre, I am perfect in beauty. Your domain was on the high seas, your builders brought your beauty to perfection. The depiction of entry and exit points to the sea in the book of Ezekiel aligns with the scenario of Chinese warships passing through the waters south of Okinawa, between Japan and Taiwan, and entering the Pacific Ocean. Furthermore, it corresponds to the geographical reality where the southern islands of Japan serve as entry and exit points to the sea, Pacific Ocean, from the perspective of China. There is a prophecy in Ezekiel that speaks of those who trade with the people of many islands, and Japanese trading companies engage in trade with many countries. Furthermore, it eerily coincides with the prophecy in Isaiah chapter 23, verses 8 to 9, that states, Her merchants were princes, her traders were among the honored of the earth. It is said that Japan has the most beautiful autumn foliage in the world. The secret behind the vibrant colors of Japanese autumn leaves lies in the variety of deciduous broadleaf trees. While there are approximately 13 species in Europe and the United States, Japan has double that number, with 26 species. The reason for such a diverse range of deciduous trees in Japan is attributed to its unique geography, where broadleaf trees survived during the Ice Age, making it specific to Japan's land. Japan is an island nation surrounded by the sea and located in the center of the sea. Tyre, located to the north of Israel, originally an island, it became connected to the mainland through reclamation and is now connected to the Eurasian continent. Indeed, the expression the center of the sea is not appropriate for Tyre. Therefore, it can be highly likely that the Tyre mentioned in the prophecy does not refer to the Tyre located to the north of Israel, but rather indicates another country or region. Then they will take up a lament concerning you and say to you, How you are destroyed, city of renown, peopled by men of the sea. You are a power on the seas. You and your citizens. You put your terror on all who live there. 18 Now the coastlands tremble. On the day of your fall, the islands in the sea are terrified at your collapse. 19 This is what the Sovereign Lord says, when I make you a desolate city, like cities no longer inhabited, and when I bring the ocean depths over you and its vast waters cover you. 20 Then I will bring you down with those who go down to tea. In Ezekiel chapter 26 verse 17, peopled by men of the sea. Japan ranks second in the world in terms of total shipping capacity of owned merchant vessels, based on flag state, following Greece. However, according to the information on the next page, Japan is essentially the world's largest maritime nation. Japanese shipping companies operate around 2,000 foreign-going vessels, referred to as the Japanese merchant fleet. In essence, Japan can be considered the world's largest maritime nation. This aligns with the prophecy in Ezekiel about being those who trade with the people of many islands. As a trading nation, Japan utilizes maritime transportation, importing raw materials and exporting products to foreign countries, which supports the Japanese economy. It is the world's third-largest economy, following the United States and China, and a country that is peopled by men of the sea. For Ezekiel, chapter 26 verse 18, the islands in the sea are terrified at your collapse. Tyre is located in islands along the sea and is composed of them. It suggests and prophesies Tyre's ultimate demise, signifying its end as a terrifying event that instills great fear in those who witness it. For Ezekiel chapter 26 verse 19, this is what the sovereign Lord says, "When I make you a desolate city, like cities no longer inhabited, and when I bring the ocean depths over you and its vast waters cover you." Japan ranks 6th in the world in terms of the vastness of the sea, with the majority of it being deep sea. Furthermore, in terms of the volume of seawater with a depth of 5,000 meters or more, Japan holds the top position globally. In other words, Japan is renowned as a leading deep-sea nation. For Ezekiel chapter 26 verse 5, out in the sea, she will become a place to spread fish nets. It can be inferred that the following sentence implies the submergence of the entire land area of Japan into the sea. For Ezekiel 26:12, they will break down your walls and demolish your fine houses and throw your stones, timber and rubble into the sea. It seems to indicate that the country that once existed there, along with everything on its land, will completely vanish without a trace, sinking into the sea. The prophecy suggests that the resurrection of the country in question, presumably Japan, as described in this prophecy, will never occur in the foreseeable future. Another prophecy from the Bible, Revelation 18 verse 21, overlaps with Ezekiel chapter 26. Revelation 18 verse 21, then a mighty angel picked up a boulder like a great millstone and threw it into the sea, saying, "So will Babylon, the great city, be violently thrown down and never to be found again. In 1 hour such great wealth has been brought to ruin." Every shipmaster, passenger, sailor, and all who make their living from the sea stood far off. When they saw the smoke of her burning, they exclaimed, "What city was ever like this great city?" Revelation 18 verse 17. This description aligns with the portrayal of the city that was strong in the sea, praised by all in the book of Ezekiel chapter 26. It is as the prophecy in the book of Ezekiel describes that Japan has a fleet of 2,000 foreign-going vessels operated by Japanese shipping companies, known as the Japanese merchant fleet if Tyre was about Japan. However, the majority of the crew members, including captains and sailors, are foreigners rather than Japanese in the assumption Tyre is about Japan. This aligns with the depiction in the book of Revelation where it mentions them standing far off, suggesting that those involved in the maritime industry are predominantly non-Japanese individuals. The Great City, Revelation 18 verse 17. To examine this phrase, I compared it to major global cities. World Metropolitan Area Population Rankings, 2030, projected data, source, United Nations. First, Tokyo, 37.2 million people. Second, Delhi, 36.1 million people. Third, Shanghai, 30.8 million people. Fourth, Mumbai, 27.8 million people. Fifth, Beijing, 27.7 million people. What city was ever like this great city? According to the annual reader poll, conducted by the leading American travel magazine Condé Nast Traveler, Tokyo has been ranked first for 4 consecutive years in the most attractive cities in the world in 2019. What city was ever like this great city? The description of Tokyo, chosen as the top destination by 600,000 readers, reads as follows: "The charm of Tokyo lies in its contrasting attractions, from ultramodern, neon-lit skyscrapers to serene temples, unique street fashion, and traditional etiquette. It is like a dream that captivates with its heat, a place where you never want to wake up." What city was ever like this great city? Tokyo is also highlighted as a perfect destination for gastronomy, boasting the highest number of Michelin-starred restaurants in the world. With Tokyo maintaining this top position for 4 consecutive years, it is evident that the city is brimming with allure. The great city split into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations collapsed. God remembered Babylon the Great and gave her the cup filled with the wine of the fury of his wrath. Revelation 16 verse 19. Regarding the description of Tokyo's, Tyre and Ezekiel underground, it is a triple structure where 3 plates, namely the North American plate, the Philippine Sea plate, and the Pacific plate, overlap. The underground of Tokyo is a triple-layered structure where 3 tectonic plates overlap. Professor Fukunawa, Nagoya University. The foundation of the Japanese archipelago consists of land plates beneath which oceanic plates subduct. In eastern Japan, the Pacific plate subducts beneath the North American plate, while in western Japan, the Philippine Sea plate subducts beneath the Eurasian plate. However, the seafloor near the Kanto region where Tokyo is located and corresponds to the edge of both the Pacific plate and the Philippine Sea plate, resulting in a double subduction of both plates. The Philippine Sea plate enters from the southeast, beneath which the Pacific plate subducts from the east. The Greater Tokyo area is characterized by a triple-layered structure, where 2 seismic conveyor belts, namely the Philippine Sea plate and the Pacific plate, deep underground, are sluggishly moving. On top of these belts lies the foundation of the Kanto region, which is the North American plate. Furthermore, atop the foundation, there is an image of thick layers of soft and easily shaken alluvial deposits, such as the Kanto Loam layer and pumice, which are volcanic ejecta. This complex structure not only signifies its complexity but also indicates the presence of multiple sources that can trigger earthquakes. According to Takashi Yoro, professor at the University of Tokyo, the regional characteristics of Japan's landmass, where it is adjacent to 4 plates, Eurasian, North American, Pacific, and Philippine Sea, is unique to Japan alone, even from a global perspective. Considering the accuracy of Christ's prophecies, it is certain that Tyre will be consumed by war, subsequently submerged through tectonic activity, and completely obliterated in the future. Since prophecies are divine messages foretelling the future, they should be regarded as having a 100% fulfillment rate. Considering the astronomical precision of prophecies related to Christ, I believe the accuracy of the Tyre prophecy is also 100%. Throughout recorded history, no place on Earth has experienced such events, making it something that will happen in the future. Moreover, it is believed that Japan is the only country on Earth that fulfills all the conditions associated with Tyre. As a Japanese individual, I hope that this prophecy does not concern Japan. Unfortunately, Japan seems to be the country that best fits the conditions of the prophecy worldwide. In Japan, including myself, Christians who has real faith, worshipping God, are said to represent only 0.1% of the total population of approximately 100 million people. Furthermore, as I will explain in another video, if the prophecy is indeed about Japan, it appears that there is not much time left until its fulfillment. Therefore, I kindly request the following from those who watch this video. 1. Please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave positive comments to help spread this video to as many Japanese and other people as possible. 2. If possible, please send more missionaries to Japan and assist in the growth of Christianity in the country.